all of our other sponsors as well. I got my Purdue shirt on today because it's a tough loss last night to Michigan State by 2, but if you're going to lose to any team or any coach, I would choose to lose to Michigan State and Tom Izzo because I have such tremendous respect for Tom Izzo. I've always liked him and liked his program. It reminds me of growing up down in Southwest Indiana. You know, my whole family, they were IU fans, and I grew up around that, but I had tremendous respect for Gene Cady, and I remember a basketball camp I was at my high school in 8th grade, and Matt Waddell came to our basketball camp, and I was just in awe and absolutely thrilled. So I've always been a Purdue fan as well, and I just root for these just blue-collar programs like Tom Izzo's program and Coach Painter's program. So Big Ten basketball, always a joy to watch, always a big challenge. Now, speaking of challenges, this forecast has been a challenge. This has been the most difficult forecasting I have done in the past year. So many mixed signals, every teleconnection duking it out, brutal cold trying to drop south, but warmth trying to come north. Just a complete mess and a complete battle going on. It's fun. I like a good challenge, though. It's a lot of fun as a forecaster to be able to get in and sink your teeth into a forecast this complicated. But today is another day where it just looks really complicated. We've had one batch of cold come through. We got this one warm day, and then another batch of cold that has to come through before it gets very wet and certainly much warmer. But also some snow and ice risk is ahead. We got the heavy rainfall risk. Yeah, we've got drought all over the area, but we're going to get some really heavy rain here in the next few weeks. That's really going to add up, and we're going to go from just being so dry to some big rises in creek streams and the rivers, and also ponding and fields will be a common sight that you will see. The water's going to percolate down well at first, and then it's just going to reach a capacity where it can only go so fast and it will pond. Severe weather risk kind of trending towards that March 7th, 8th, which would be next weekend time frame, the 10th through 13th, and then perhaps the 22nd through 23rd time frame. And in between these two batches of heavy rain and severe weather, it will get colder and drier. And then late in March, I do think that it's going to get colder again as well. We may have one last shot of snow in late March as well. But temperatures are on the way upward very rapidly. It's warming up anyway ahead of a cold front, but we are sinking that air off the Ozark Plateau, enhancing the warmth. So our dew points are dropping down, the winds are picking up, and the temperatures are on the rise. 50 Rochester, but it's already 59 Morocco and 60 at Covington, 55 Frankfort, and 55 at Galveston. Just one patch of clouds that went through this morning. And from this point forward through today, it's just a sunny day as the winds are south-southwest and then go southwest off this higher terrain, down sloping off the Ozark Plateau, kind of fanning out and then funneling inward towards St. Louis. So the maximum warmth is going to be St. Louis up here to central Illinois. I just checked on Lincoln, Illinois, where it was in the 20s this morning. Already as of 12:30, 12:45 was soaring into the mid-60s. So we're seeing that adiabatic warming coming in. We're already adding a little warmth ahead of the front, but we are enhancing the warmth by compressing the air off the plateau. And the air is really dry anyway, so it heats up very easily. The cold front then comes through tonight. Air is too dry. We're just going to get a few clouds out of it. But tomorrow, a second cold front will approach. Clouds will increase, and as the front comes through, the winds will pick up, the temperature will begin to fall once again, and then I think a period tomorrow night where we may see at least some scattered rain and then snow showers. If there's any accumulation tomorrow night, it'd be just a few localized dustings here and there from some of these snow showers. The band of accumulating snow is going to be north and northeast of our forecast area. Then we watch Monday, not so much Sunday anymore, but late Sunday night and into Monday. The storm system will be coming out of Kansas. A lot of questions about this. Model data does not congeal well, but the potential is there for some snow and a little ice. Then we get brief ice before we go to rain Tuesday, Wednesday time period, and then multiple rounds of rain and a few thunderstorms into Thursday, and then even Friday, Saturday. And there could be some severe weather risk that sneaks in here on Saturday, and then we should shut things off on Sunday. Sunday's temperature is in question. I've had some data suggest that we're really not going to get rid of much of the warmth. Other data suggests, yeah, well, it's going to get cooler. We've got 40s and 50s. So that's a little bit of a toss-up right now, but bottom line is, all you need to know is it's going to get colder. We've got to watch some snow risk, and then we got to watch all this heavy rain, severe weather risk, and much warmer weather ahead. So there is your brutally cold air here, with temperatures up to 40 degrees below normal up here, whereas down here, way above normal. Temperatures pushing 100 in far south Texas, way up into the 80s in Dallas, record warmth all through this area. So you got record cold here, and you've got record warmth down there. So you know we've got a battle of teleconnections. The NAO going extremely positive, forcing the warmth here. The PNA going negative, forcing the warmth in Upper Ridge here, preventing the cold from going too far south. But this is all the cold PDO, the colder phase MJO, the stratospheric warming that's releasing the cold as well. So the cold signals are strong and the warm signals are strong. So you talk about a battle, and this is like cutting the eastern U.S. in half. But the cold tries to go south. Now watch this. There's the cold trying to go south, but it kind of goes over here, and then we warm up again. So as quickly as we try to get colder, we warm back up, and then all the rain comes in. This is rainfall now to March 22nd. Look at these totals. This whole area just a complete busting away of the drought. We're talking rainfall of about 4 to 6 inches, and there's going to be more than that down here in southern Illinois, southwest Indiana, down into Missouri and Arkansas. Some places down towards Arkansas will have a foot of rain by the time we get to March the 22nd. But today it's warm, the wind increases, the humidity drops, the grass fire risk will go up with a high of 63 after 20s this morning, 67 Morocco to 57 over here towards like Tipton, near 60 at Frankfort, near 60 Logansport, mid 60s by this afternoon at Fowler. Now tomorrow, increasing clouds. Towards Saturday night, we see a few of those scattered rain and then snow showers, but 48 then starting to fall. Winds out of the north-northeast tomorrow with low 40s north, mid to upper 40s central counties, 50s though, milder in the south, and these numbers may start to fall a little bit during the afternoon. Sunday's colder, increasing clouds, winds out of the northeast, highs only running in the 30s over much of the area, upper 20s in the north. The low 30s Monticello, Pine Village, Frankfort, mid-30s at Covington and Cayuga, and only upper 20s at Rochester. With that northeast wind blowing, your wind chills in the teens and 20s for much of the day. We've got to watch late Sunday night into Monday. Potential is there for snow and some ice as that storm comes out of Kansas and comes in. About of that wintry precip. We'll watch for some accumulation, and then we look ahead to Tuesday, maybe a little brief ice, snow to rain. All rain Wednesday as we warm up. The warmth goes northward. 61 Thursday, rain, a few thunderstorms, and then rain and some thunderstorms off and on Friday, Saturday. Saturday, we will watch for severe weather risk as temperatures approach 70. And then Sunday, a little cooler but drier before more rain and storms follow after that.